Yes.
Okay, okay. That okay, fine. We'll start with today's lecture first. Okay. So yesterday we have started with error and approximation. So what we did, if the function was product, what we did, we applied log on both sides and then we differentiated it to get the formula of the type 1 upon b dv or 1 upon h dh, 1 upon b dv, so that we can, if the question has percentage error. So what's the formula for percentage error? Can anybody tell me? What is the percentage error formula?
100 dx by
100
x.
divided by
100
x.
days
Yes,
by
100 dx
dx
by
by
x is the
something.
percentage, 100, yeah, is the percentage error for x, 100 dy by y is the percentage error for y, and correspondingly 100 dz by z will be the percentage error in z. Okay, so we did some examples yesterday. Now we will see one more example. We will see whether every time log is necessary to be applied or not. So take down the question. Find the possible percentage error. Find the possible percentage error in computing the parallel resistance in computing the parallel resistance R, parallel resistance R, computing parallel resistance R of three resistances of three resistances R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3, from the formula 1 by R, 1 upon R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. If each R1, R2, R3, if each R1, R2, R3 has errors of plus 1.2%, has errors of plus 1.2%. Okay, so what is given to you? You are given that R1, R2 and R3 are three resistances which are in parallel, which are resulting into the resistance R, and the formula is given to you which is relating them. You have to find what is the percentage error in this R if you know the errors in R1, R2 and R3. How you are going to go about this? Error means percentage errors are given. So 100 dr1 by R1, 100 dr2 by R2 and 100 dr3 by R3 is given to you. So somehow you should get those values, 100 dr1 by R1. So how you are going to solve this? Can
by
anybody guess?
differentiation.
Ma'am, differentiating.
Yes, yes. There is no need to take your log because already the function is in the type 1 upon r.
1 by r form.
So directly differentiate this equation. Okay. So till now the question that we had done, we had to take log and then differentiate. But here there is no need to do that. Directly you have to differentiate. So differentiate equation 1. We get minus 1 by r square dr is equal to minus 1 by r1 square dr1 minus 1 by r2 square dr2 and minus 1 by r3 square dr. Okay, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yeah. Now everywhere you can see minus sign, that can be cancelled, and you want to find dr by r, 100 dr by r. So 1 by r1 I write separately, 100 dr1 by r1 plus 1 by r2, 100 dr2 by r2 plus 1 by r3, 100 dr3 by r3. Is this step clear to everyone? The square terms which are there, I have separated out. 1 upon R1 I wrote, and then dR1 by R1 multiplied by 100. Both the sides I have multiplied by 100. So 100 dR by R, 1 upon R will remain. 100 dR1 by R1, 1 upon R1 will remain. 1 by R2, 100 dR2 by R2, plus 1 by R3, 100 dR3 by R3. Is this step clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And now we are given this 1 by R, let it be as it is. This is percentage error in R is equal to 1 by R1. What is the percentage error in R1 given to be? 1.2. Percentage error in R2 is also 1.2. And percentage error in R3 is also 1.2. So you can take 1.2 common. What will remain? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And this side we have 1 by R into percentage error in R. Is this okay? So what's your answer now? What's the value of 1 by R? Look at the equation 1.
1.2.
Yes.
1.2.
1.2 is the answer. 1 by R. Please look here. This is 1 by R and this is also 1 by R. From 1. From equation 1. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is 1 by R. So you can cancel and therefore percentage error in R is again plus 1.2. Is this okay? As simple as that. Yeah. So these are the examples which are with the help of percentage error. Some of them will be also with the help of percentage error, but the data or the function won't be given to you. You will have to form the function the way we did for volume of right circular cylinder or area of the ellipse. So I'll give you a next question. This is actually a nice application wherein you can find the cost also. If there is an error, then what is the effect on the cost of that particular material which has been asked in the question. So take down that question. These questions were generally asked in a theory examination and they are good applications also. Actually, you will see that it can be applied whatever we have studied. Take down. In estimating the cost of a pile of bricks, in estimating the cost of a pile of bricks, measured 2 meter by, let me check, 15 meter by 1.2 meter, 2 meter by 15 meter by 1.2 meter, comma, the top of the pile is stretched, 1% beyond the standard length, 1% beyond the standard length. If the count is 450 bricks pile cubic meter, 450 bricks pile cubic meter, and bricks cost rupees 450, bricks cost rupees 450 per thousand, 450 per thousand, then find the approximate error in the cost. Find the approximate error in the cost. Find the approximate error in the cost. So is this clear to everyone? What is the question? You are given that bricks are being kept in a pile. Okay. So what will you be measuring first?
Oh, area meter cube.
It's meter cube, cubic meter. So is it area?
Volume.
It's
Volume.
Okay, and bricks are also cuboid, isn't it? So when you keep them, what you'll have? Volume of what? That pile which is there.
Cuboid, ma'am.
It will be
Cuboid.
cuboid. Yes, it will be cuboid. So what's the formula for volume of cuboid?
LBH.
Length into breadth into height.
Correct. So if you denote L by length, B by breadth, and H by height, then volume is equivalent to be equal to LBH. Okay. So what's the volume of each of the brick? You can see that 2 by 15 by 2 into 15 into 1.2.
Into 15 into 1.2.
Yes, that will be your B. Okay. Now read the question and tell me what is changing. If you want to find the error, there should be some error in calculating one of the variable or all three variables. Read the question and tell me in which variable there is a problem. Which variable?
Height, there is 1% increase.
Yes. Everybody is understanding that. Yeah. Everybody is. Are you understanding that it is changed only in height?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just see this. Suppose this was your file, which was here. There are bricks, huh? And that was your file, which is being stretched only on top. There it is mentioned, the top is stretched. मतलब सिर्फ ऊपर से stretch किया है, तो क्या change होगी? Height will change, ना?
Yes.
Only height will change. If they had not said top of the file is being stretched, if they said that 1%, while measuring 1% stretch has been done for all standard lengths. All even if they don't say 1% error is there in measuring the standard length. तो क्या उसका मतलब क्या होगा?
LBH.
All three will be changing by 1%. But now they have said top, that means only the stretch is from up, and that's why only height will change. Okay. So now what is given to us is this: 100 dH by H is 1, 100 dB by B, and 100 dH by H is 0. There is no change in height and breadth. Is this okay? Fine. Your function which will have the error will be the volume that is being calculated. So what we have to do now? What type of function this is? Product?
I'm taking log.
Yes. How many variables are there? Actually 3 variables. 2 of them are not changing. That's the case afterwards. But initially what we are going to do when we want to differentiate? When you want to differentiate, we are considering all 3 variables as, all 3 terms as variables. Okay. So let me write down the formula. B is equal to LBH. Therefore, log of B will be log of L plus log of B plus log of H. And therefore, differentiating this equation, or this I'll call this 2, this is 1. Differentiating what we get? Differentiating above equation, we get 1 by B dV is equal to 1 by L dL plus 1 by B dB plus 1 by H dH. Therefore, 100 dB by B is nothing but 100 dL by L plus 100 dB by B plus 100 dH by H. But this is 0, this is 0. First term and second term are 0, only third term is there, which is 1. I'll write 0 plus 0 plus 1. And therefore, 100 dB by B is nothing but 1. That means what is dB? B by 100. Change in the volume is cubic meters, obviously. But what is B? B is LBH. That is 2 into 15 into 1.2 upon 100 cubic meter. Okay, calculate and tell me what is this? 14 into 1.2, 30 into 1.2. What is that?
0.36.
So even if you keep this much, correct? 36 by 100, that is. Okay, now this is dV. What is asked to you? That means this is the error in volume. This is error in volume of the pile. So in pile, how many bricks are there? Error in number of bricks. What will be that? Is it said that in the entire pile there is only one brick? No, no. It is written in the question. Tell me what is written in the question.
450.
Yes. So if this is the change in volume of one brick, what will be the total change in the number of bricks or volume of bricks, number of bricks which we have counted extra will be multiplied by 450. Just put a pi. So what is this equal to? How much is this answer?
162.
160. So number of bricks which are having extra, which we have counted extra because of the stretching. Actually, the size was less, but while measuring, the tape went high and the measurement was done extra. So number of bricks have been counted extra. Are you getting it? So volume should have been 36 by 100, but this is extra. This what should have been the volume 2 into 15 into 1.2, something like that. But this amount is been added extra. So number of bricks have been added extra. So what will be the error in cost now? Are you getting everyone what we are doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what will be the error in cost? ये तो हो गया bricks. तो हर एक brick के लिए cost क्या आ गया?
For 2 error bricks.
Yes. So 162 multiplied by what is the rate? It is per 1000. एक brick का
450
error
by
rate है
1000.
450 by
450 upon 1000.
1000, and that will give you the amount. Rupees, how much can be this value?
72.9.
Correct. So extra that person, the one who was selling the bricks, got extra 72.9 rupees. This is quite a long time back because we just see 450 rupees per 1000 bricks. वो भी cost बहुत कम है. The current rate is not this much. It is very high. But is this clear? Basically, what is the concept? If while measuring, if there is a small mistake, 1% error mistake था, फिर भी there is a change in such this amount of cost because the number of bricks were being counted extra, and that's why that much amount was being paid extra. ठीक है, समझ में आया?
Yes.
They can also ask you that whether the seller, gained or lost, had gained amount or lost the amount. तो क्या आंसर है?
Gain the amount.
Yes, and the buyer, and buyer has
Lost
the amount.
Loss.
yes. So both ways they can ask. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now one more different type of question is there, which is actually from rate of change point of view. So let me give you that, and if you have understood the question, you please start solving, okay? Because we have done now many examples on errors. So if you understand what is the question saying, then you can start with the answer and tell me, start with the question to solve and tell me the answer. Because whatever questions we are doing right now is having framework of the question as well as writing the equation, then applying the formula whichever you know, and after that getting the final answer by substituting the formula by the percentage error or small errors which are given. So take down the question. This is actually going to make you understand if a raw data is given, then how do we calculate the equations and how do we apply the mathematics that you are studying. So take down. Z is equal to, here the function is given, Z is equal to 2xy square, Z is equal to 2xy square minus 3x square y, function minus 3x square y. X increases at the rate, X increases at the rate of 2 centimeter per second. 2 centimeter per second. 2 centimeter per second as it passes through 3 centimeter. As it passes through 3 centimeter. Show that if y passes through, if y passes through 1 centimeter, if y passes through 1 centimeter, y must decrease at the rate 32 by 15, 32 by 15 centimeter per second. So that Z shall remain constant. Z shall remain constant. Z shall remain constant. Yes. First of all, try to read the question once again and tell me
Ma'am,
whether you
can
have
you
understood.
repeat the question?
I'll repeat. Z is equal to 2xy square minus 3x square y. X is increasing at the rate. X is increasing at the rate 2 centimeter per second. 2 centimeter per second as it passes through 3 centimeter. As it passes through 3 centimeter. Prove that y decreases at the rate. Prove that y decreases at the rate 32 by 15. Y decreases at the rate 32 by 15 centimeter per second. If it passes through 1 centimeter. If it passes through 1 centimeter. So that Z shall remain constant. So that Z shall remain constant. Yes, who will tell me what's the meaning of the question? Always half of the thing is done if you understand the question. Then you can go about the solution. That's the other thing. But पहले आपको question समझ के लेना है. What is the question?
असं आहे की x मध्ये एरर आहे तर मग ते z ला कॉन्स्टंट ठेवण्यासाठी आपण y मध्ये पण थोडंसं चेंजेस करून
Correct. Very good. This is what we have understood, that Z should remain constant, for which the change in Y will be negative, decreasing, na? So it will be negative, decreasing. So 32 by 15, that value also they have given. That means they have given you the answer. They have said that prove that the change in Y, that is the rate of change in Y, is minus 32 by 15 centimeter per second. Then the change in Z, or rate of change of X, is equal to 2 centimeter per second. How will you write these terms now mathematically? What do you mean by rate of change?
Differentiating the
dx by dt.
Very good. Rate at which x is changing means it is dx by dt. Correct? Everyone?
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is given to be 2 centimeter per second. I am writing it in number form. It is actually 2 centimeter per second. Okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what they are saying, prove that dy by dt turns out to be minus 32 by 15 centimeter per second. For which, if this is the value of y, what will happen to z? They are saying z should remain constant. If z is constant, what is the change in z? Zero.
Zero.
This part clear to everyone. This is the hidden fact in the question. It should be, the change should be in such a way that z remains constant. If you have z as constant, there is no change in
minus
decrease. They have said that prove that y decreases at the rate 32 by 15. So decrease is given by negative, increase is given by positive. Okay?
एक्सप्लेन करा ना मीनिंग.
Yeah, काय?
मीनिंग एकदा एक्सप्लेन कर क्वेश्चन.
You are given z as a function of xy. Z is a function of xy, which is some relation, 2xy square minus 3x square y. This is your relation. Okay, that means you are talking about a function which is having, maybe it is a motion function because they are saying rate. So there is a speed. So the rate at which z is changing obviously will depend on the rate at which x is changing and y is changing. Z is a function of xy. तर z मध्ये जो काही change असेल तो x आणि y वरती dependent असेल. The question says that if x is changing at the rate 2 centimeter per second when it is passing through 3 centimeter, म्हणजे x जर 3 centimeter cross केलं तर एवढा rate of change होतो. And when y is crossing or passing through 1 centimeter, the rate at which it is passing is dy by dt should be minus 32 by 15. Then I will get that dz by dt is 0. म्हणजे मला dz by dt 0 येणार. जर dx by dt हे आहे, dy by dt हे आहे, dy by dt. If x is passing through 3 centimeter and y is passing through 1 centimeter. Is this clear now? What's the meaning?
Yes.
Now what you have to do? You have to use this data which is given to you. How will you use the data? You are given z as a function of x, y. So what will be dz by dt from 1? I will make this equation as 1. This is equation 1. So dz by dt by what you are going to use? Now your z is depending on two variables, and it is given as to be we are not going to separate them out. So we are going to use total derivative. What's the total derivative formula? Del by f by del by x into dx by dt. What is f? To name that function which is given to you in x, y as f of x comma y. Correct, na? F of, I have written it on the side as you can see it.
Yes.
This function is f of x comma y. Okay, so that it will be del by f by del by x into dx by dt plus del by f by del by y into dy by dt. Okay, this is direct application of total derivative. So dz by dt, they said that I want dz by dt to be 0. You can go both the ways. Keep dz by dt as it is and put dy by dt as minus 32 by 15, dx by dt as 2 centimeter per second. In this you have x and y, put the value of x and y in these values and prove that dz by dt turns out to be 0. Or put dz by dt to be 0. What is this is z should remain constant. Dz by dt will be 0. So 0 is equal to what is del by f by del by x? Differentiate the given function with respect to x. It will be 2y square minus 6xy into dx by dt. What is dx by dt? 2 centimeter per second. Plus derivative of f with respect to y. So it is 4xy minus 3x square into dy by dt, which is, let it be as it is, dy by dt. We are going to find the value of dy by dt and prove that it is minus 32 by 15 centimeter per second. Okay? Yes. How will you simplify this? Put the value of x to be equal to 3, y to be equal to 1. So 2 into 1 minus 6 into x. What is x? 3. Into y is 1. Multiply by 2. Plus 4 into 3 into 1 minus 3 into 3 square into dy by dt as it is. Simplify this. Please take the brackets properly. Those who are not, those who don't know how to use a calculator, multiply properly. 2 minus 18 is minus 16. Minus 16 into 2 is minus 32. So this is minus 32 plus 12. 9 is at 27. 27 minus 12 minus 27 is minus 15. Dy by dt. Okay, and therefore writing that 32 on other left hand side, 32 is equal to minus 15 dy by dt, and therefore dy by dt is nothing but minus 32 by 15 centimeter per second. Is this okay? So we have proved what they had said. Therefore, you say, if you want, you can make a remark. Y decreases at the rate 32 by 15 centimeter per second for z to remain constant. Is it okay? Okay? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
What?
ma'am.
Yeah. There are two, three more examples. Let us complete them. So half of the thing lies in the question only. If you understand the question properly, then it's quite easy to get the answer or get to the solution. Now let me give you one question which is usually the one which was asked in date. You will get the answer, I suppose. Take down. If the kinetic energy is calculated by using the formula T is equal to half mv square. T is equal to half mv square. Half mv square. Where m changes from 49 to 49.5. 49 to 49.5. And V changes from 1600 to 1590. V changes from 1600 to 1590. 1590. 1590. Then find first part A. Find first part A. Approximate change in T. Approximate change in T. And part B. Percentage error in T. Percentage error in T. Who will tell me the answer? You start, take 2 minutes and try to think what's the answer. It's easy. Whatever we have done till now, from that only you'll be solving. Only one small change is there in the question. You are not given percentage error, but you are given some small changes. How do you go about it? Take 2 minutes and try to think.
ते 0.5 by 49 into 100 येईल ना percentage error. 0.5 by 49 into 100.
So you are saying that the percentage error in T will be only because of mass, no effect of
M साठी सांगतोय मी.
percentage error. Okay, that we are saying. Yes, relative error multiplied by 100 will be a percentage error, correct?
Okay.
That will be the last step. First, what you have to find is dt. Approximate change in T means what? dt, na? Part A is dt. So that you have to find. Okay. For which what you have to do?
Taking log, ma'am.
Very good. Again, your T is a function of product of M and B. So take log. Okay. We'll see how do we use the data which is given. But initially, the first question which is asked is find the approximate change in T. Change in T means dt. So if I want dt, I have to first differentiate that equation. If I differentiate it directly also, it is okay, not a problem. But then you have to substitute those properly by taking the addition. So let's go by taking log. So log of T is equal to log of R plus log of M plus log of B square, which is 2 log B. Is this clear? Everyone? Now differentiate. So differentiate above equation. What you get? 1 by T dt is equal to 0 plus 1 by M dm plus 2 by V dv. 2 by V dv. Okay. Now mass is changing from 49 to 49.5. No? Yes or no? Yeah. So what is the change in mass? dm is equal to what is the change in mass?
0.5.
0.5. So it is increasing. So change in mass is 0.5. The value, final value minus the initial value. Is it okay? Final value minus the initial value. B is changing from 1600 to 1590. That means it is decreasing. So what will be change in B?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Very simple. It is reducing, so minus. If it is increasing, so plus. Same thing what we did in the previous question. And therefore now dt by t will become 1 by m. So what I want to take m? What I want to take m? 49. Initial value I have to take because change we are taking.
Yes.
So what is that change? 0.5 plus 2 divided by b. B is 1600 and dv is minus 10. Therefore dt is equal to t into that value. What is this value? You can take it. 0.5 means 1 by 2. So 1 by 98 minus 2 by 160. That is 1 by 80. Minus 1 by 80. Just check. One zero will get cancelled. 2 divided by 160 is 1 by 80. with minus sign. What is this T? T is half mv square. Yes, very good. So half into m is 49 into v square is 1600 square. So therefore dt is nothing but, calculate this well. (1600 into 1600 into 49 into 2). It will be a big number. You can calculate the total value in 10, not a problem.
62720
6 to
720
value of this. 62720.
000.
R0
Okay, fine. Therefore, what will be dt? Multiply this one. 1 by 98 minus 1 by 80. Check.
minus 144,000.
Correct. Minus 144,000. Absolutely right. That's your change in T. That means it is decreasing, huh? Kinetic energy is decreasing. Okay. What is asked? This was the first question, part A. What was part B? 100 percentage error, 100 dt by t. So we have already found dt by t. So multiply 100 into dt by t is what? 1 by 98 minus 1 by 80. Isn't it? See here. dt by t. dt by t is this value, which was 1 by 98 minus 1 by 80. Do this calculation, that is the answer. So percentage error in t will be negative only, suppose. Please see to it that everybody is getting the answer. Huh? It should not happen that you all are not understanding how to do the calculations. If anybody is not getting, then please tell.
Minus 0.2469.
2469. Please check it once again. Everybody has kept the mode in radians. Na?
minus 0.2295.
Yeah, when this question I know properly because the answer which is given in the text is wrong, and that's why I have calculated it. It is not minus 2.4. It is minus 2.2 something.
2295.
2295. So approximately you can say minus 123. Who had got that 2.4? It is the student who has got. You just tell me whether you had used approximated decimals. Had you used only 4 decimal or 3 decimal places for calculating the upside part also, then you may get such type of answer. Is it okay? But if you use all the values from the calculator only, then this answer is the one you get. Minus 0.2295. Okay? Yes? Clear?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's the answer. Fine. So now there is a small part which is there, that is approximation. What we did here, this is also called as approximation because the original value was 49, then the change value is 49.5. With the help of that, I got dm, I got dv. So if there is change in dm and dv, the approximate change in t is dt, which we have found with the help of this formula. So now I'll give you another question, but here the function was given to you. There also the function will be given as directly evaluate this value. You have to actually convert it to variables, solve it, and then get the answer. So let me give you this question, which is the last question in errors. Take down. Find 3.82 whole square. I'll write this question because it's quite complicated. Find 3.82 square plus 2 into 2.1 cube whole raised to 1 by 5. Find 3.82 square plus 2 into 2.1 cube the whole raised to 1 by 5 by using theory of approximation. By using theory of approximation. So theory of approximation means that if there is a change in the variables which are there, then what will be the ultimate change in the final function? That is called as the approximated value of the given function. So looking at the equation, you don't know what is the given function directly. You have to consider the function. How many variables to be considered, that also you have to decide. And then you have to see how you are going to use the approximation theory. Can anybody tell or like guess at least what we are going to do? Calculator से तो आप फिर से आंसर निकाल सकते हो, लेकिन calculator नहीं था तब ये करना था. Or your calculator behind calculation is doing whatever you are going to do now. Tell me how you are going to do.
We can write 2.1 as 2 plus 0.1.
Yes. So what will be that change in that variable? 0.1, na? Yes. What about the first one, 3.82?
4 minus.
Correct. तो हमें जो चाहिए वैल्यू और हम लोग जो ले रहे हैं वैल्यू, ओके, उससे हमें चेंज मिलेगा. दैट इज चेंज इन द फर्स्ट वेरिएबल, चेंज इन द सेकंड वेरिएबल. अभी ये दोनों नंबर्स है, बोथ ऑफ देम आर नंबर्स. सो आर वी गोइंग टू टेक बोथ ऑफ देम टू बी सिंगल वेरिएबल? दोनों इक्वल है क्या?
No.
X and Y. Yes, this is close to 2 and this is close to 4. So I have to take two variables. So that's why first I will define the function f of x comma y, which will be generalized function. What it will be? X square plus 2y cube, the whole raised to 1 by 5. Isn't it? Yes or no? समझ में आया क्या क्या मैंने?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Now I know something which is easy. What is the value of x which is easy and close to 3.824? X is equal to 4 if I take, then what I want x plus dx to be equal to 3.82. मुझे actual value इसकी चाहिए, 3.82 square की चाहिए. ठीक है? तो what will be the change in x? Change in x will be 3.82 minus 4, which is minus 0.18. Is it okay?
मैम अगर x4 लिया तो फिर वो ऊपर के इक्वेशन में x plus dx the whole square आना चाहिए ना?
x plus
dx the whole square आपने जो लिखा है function of x y, क्योंकि वो 4 square हो जाएगा ना? हाँ उधर.
See, this is the generalized function which will give you the value of x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2 also. And with the help of same function, I will see if there is a change in x and y. What will be the effect on that final function? वो जो function होगा वो मुझे इसकी वैल्यू देगा. That's what I'm trying to use.
Okay.
Getting it?
हाँ.
So that's why what is easy to me taking the value of x and calculating this function is easy. But when there is a change, I want the value to be 3.82. So x plus dx क्या होना चाहिए? 3.82, so that I will get this value from generalized function. Okay. Similarly, what is the value which is close to 2.1? Y is equal to 2. But I want the value of y plus dy to be equal to 2.1. So dy will become 2.1 minus 2, which is 0.1. यहाँ पे decrease हो रहा था तो minus आ गया. यहाँ पे y increase हो रहा है तो plus आ गया. The way we did in the previous question for kinetic energy. Okay. Fine. Now, if I consider u to be equal to f of 4 comma 2, u to be equal to f of 4 comma 2, so what will be the value of that? Is this easy to calculate? You know the value of 4 square, you know the value of 2 cube. Do that calculation and see what it turns out to be. 2 आ रहा है? 16 plus 16 raised to 1 by 5. Yes. So this is 32 raised to 1 by 5 for those who don't know how to get it. Is 2 raised to 5 raised to 1 by 5 and that is 2. 32 is 2 raised to 5. So value of this. Now I want u plus du to be equal to f of this, whatever is there. 3.82 comma 2.1. समझ में आया? How did I change it? ठीक है ना?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yeah, so I have to calculate now du. So we have to calculate. I know what is u. U is f of 4 comma 2, and I have to find what is be that du change in u so that I will get the value of f of 3.82 comma 2.2. क्योंकि यहाँ पे x plus delta x होगा और y plus delta y. Okay, so what will be that? How will you get du? What is the function now? This is your u. F of xy is equal to u general, okay? U of x comma y is f of x comma y, which is this. So what will be du? Du will be इस function को मैं differentiate कर लूँ. What is du? Tell me. Deva f by deva x into dx plus deva f by deva y into dy. Is this okay? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So what will be that equal to? 1 by 5 2x 1 by 5 x square plus 2y cube raised to minus 4 by 5 into 2x into dx. Is this okay? Yes or no? Answer quickly.
Yes.
Okay. Plus deva by deva y is 1 by 5 x square plus 2y cube raised to minus 4 by 5 into derivative of that with respect to y is 6y square into dy. And therefore, what's your answer? Do this calculation and tell me. Put all the values. You know what is x, you know what is y, you know what is dx, you know what is dy. Put all those values. Those are 1 by 5, and this is I write down. This was how much? 32, na? 32 raised to minus 4 by 5. This is common because both the places it is same. 2 into 4 into dx is minus 0.18 plus 6 into y square. What is y? Y is 2. 4 into dy. That is 0.1. Do this calculation. That is d.
0.012.
0.012. And therefore your value of f of 3.82, 2.1, which is your given equation, will be u plus du. What is u? U be what? 2. 2 plus 0.012, and that's your answer is 2.012. Calculate on your calculator now this value and see it will be exactly equal to this. Okay, fine. So that is the question of approximation. So error and approximation is complete now. If you have any doubt, you can ask, please. Your next lecture faculty has already come. So I will download the and I would say good to everyone because I have gone through the papers, not all, at least few, and all of you have done everything on your own. Sincerely likha hai, very good. Okay, let me see how much you scored.
Ma'am.
Yeah, one second. So the topic is complete now. We will go to the maxima, minima, and one Lagrange's method is left. That will go in the next lecture. We'll do it in the next lecture. Okay.